It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back.
Ready.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Stroud on 3rd down now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The tight end in motion right. On 3rd down, Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Here we go. Hot 70, hot 70. Hurry.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A throw right side caught by Keene. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They're going to look to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Gibbs, and he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Boy, this has been a nice first drive for them, but right there, Charles, a sack on third and goal, that's tough.
Yeah, and if you're the head coach and the offensive play caller, if you had any thoughts about going for it on fourth down, it's a much more difficult decision now. Likely kick the field.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little. Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. They'll go play action here with Stroud. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
8 yards there on a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Gibbs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stroud out of the gun here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
In motion right is Watkins. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Stroud now on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd and 2. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And Stroud now to throw.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Robert, 18.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. On first down, here's Stroud. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibbs. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now this throw caught left side, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And this one is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Stroud off the play fake.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Darrell Taylor, his 2nd sack of the night.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
Picked off by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Darrell Taylor
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
On play action, they'll throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got some space here.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
DeAndre Swift.
62 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
18
He'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Waddle.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run at work, dog, I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder.